I'm always preaching to you guys is that you can get just about anybody involved in this stuff. That's Bill's son that has been coming here for a long time with Bill. I believe he's autistic, not quite sure exactly. Those of you watching the video, he does have some challenges and stuff like that. And that was a big deal for him to get involved today. I show him stuff all the time. He's been coming here for years. I had my own struggles, my own hurdles, and I always found reprieve and relief through exercise and through movement. And I think movement can solve a lot of things for a lot of people. The only way to really build up any self-worth or self-confidence is to accomplish some stuff. And so for him today, we got him on the tank, we got him to get some movement in, and he's participated in some farmers walks. And the main thing is he's just a little kid, and he came in and he trained with us. He trained with the big boys for today at SuperTraining, and so probably feels really good about that. Try to find ways of accomplishing stuff every single day and chip away at it. Smokey and I are working on a deficit deadlift today. I've been pretty out of practice with my deadlifting. I've been squatting and I've been benching, but when it comes to deadlift, I haven't been pushing the deadlift that much, so I'm gonna start to push it again. And so for today, we wanted a variation, and so for today, we're doing something that causes us to lift with further range of motion. A deficit deadlift can be effective for not only the starting position of a deadlift and not only just working your lower back, but it actually will help your grip and it will also help your lockout because the lift itself takes longer. So it's more time under tension as well, which will also help build more muscle mass. I'm concerned about locking in the form and technique. The set of 5 that Smokey just did, he was getting rounded over probably a little too much, so I think on the next set I might take him to a 10 and a 5 rather than this quarter so he can lift optimally, not maximally. Kind of 3 different parts of your back that you can arch. We got the upper, we got the middle, and we got the lower. It's really important that we get this as straight as we can get. There you go, good control. Good. 3, 2, 1, good. There you go. See how close he's keeping the barbell to himself too? It's a crucial element of the deadlift. There's a lot of research that has come from postal services, actually, UPS, FedEx, things like that. You know, if you pick up a box, once you extend out for something, if it's a 25-pound object, it starts to X itself depending on how far out in front you are, and then factoring in how low it is. So if something's out here like this and I go to pick this up, 25 might become 35, 45, 50, might double, triple how much it weighs just because I'm trying to pick it up from here like this with it out here, which is really hard. So in the deadlift, we're always trying to keep those weights close to us and we're trying to get our back flat. You might have heard Kelly Starrett talk a lot about neutral position and how you want your head to be neutral and your spine to be neutral. All those things are true, but in powerlifting terms, and for the most part, for most lifters, most of you big fat guys out there, you want to just try to arch as much as you possibly can. There's a few of you that can arch more than others, and so it may not be a great idea, but in general terms, we're trying to arch hard, and then because there's weight on the bar, the weight is going to compromise that arch, and we're going to end up in a neutral position anyway. So if you're having a hard time arching and getting in a good position, it'd be as simple as going like this. This movement that we're doing can help teach you that. you'll have to use really light weights. And so you're gonna wanna do both because better positioning is created through going through bad positionings, but very carefully because you don't wanna hurt yourself. So some deficit pulls would be great for those people that are having a hard time getting a good position, but also just going like this would probably be your best bet for about 2 weeks or so in a row. Just boosts up your weights, even just 2 mats or so, or even going off of a bumper, 55-pound bumper plate would be a good move, because now we're not as challenged. Now we're able to get in a better position. It's making it easier for us to get into that position, and then you can work your way back down. Same thing with squats. Having a hard time getting depth, do some box squats for a while and do them high, and don't worry about the depth. And then over a period of time, work your way down. I think everybody's always in such a rush all the time. I feel like I'm in a rush, like 4:15 for a set of 5, like just feels so pathetic. But again, I can't fake where I'm at. You're just where you're at. A few months ago, when I started doing conditioning work and I started committing myself to that, I was a joke. I was fucking awful. I couldn't breathe doing fucking anything. And now I can whip through those workouts, and with most of the people in here, I can give most people a run for their money, whether they've been conditioning or not. We've had some CrossFitters come in, and I was able just to jump right in with them. Cal Strength guys, I was able to kick their ass, and they're 15, 20 years younger than me. Things take time. It takes time. It took time to, you know, this is, SuperTraining's been around for 11 years, but I've been around for 40.
This is Jay's production.
So got done with another great training session here at SuperTraining Gym. Main emphasis was on back work and lat work. So Smokey and I had a main focus and intent to really work the deadlift quite a bit in the beginning. We accomplished that by doing some deficit deadlifts. We moved into messing around a little bit with some snatch grip stuff. Then at the end, we finished with some practice, because both of us are out of practice and we both suck at deadlifting right now. So we're working on building that strength back up. And we did so by doing a partial range of motion deadlift where the weights were elevated onto some mats. And we got into a little bit better position and we worked from there. After that, we started to get into a lot of back training, a lot of lat work. And we did about 3 to 4 different rounds of supersetting, some lat work. And we were trying some new exercises. We were trying out some different things. All in all, ended up being a great session. Now just finishing up with the wifey and getting in a little bit of conditioning work. I got some sprint work to do. Strength is never a weakness. Weakness is never a strength. Catch you guys later.